everyone, this is Pretty Grumpy Bear. Today we're going to play the bathroom simulator because I am a little bit ashamed to admit that throughout my entire life I have never properly learned how to use a urinal. I think it's time for me to learn some urinal manners so I can pee with confidence. That's why we're playing this game today, and let's start the lesson. Choose the most appropriate stall. I would say, if I have to pee, which one would I choose? Maybe between these two guys, so, you know, close to each other. you have a lot of pee too? Me too. Wow, that's awkward. Alright, this one. Incorrect. You should always strive for at least one buffer urinal between you and someone else. Of course, there should be some private, space. But I like to invade other people's private space to make them uncomfortable. Alright, I'll leave one here. 4 or 5 are acceptable, although 6 gives you the widest buffer zone. You run the risk of being boxed in by the next psychopath who comes in the door. What? I thought you said you at least leave one store. Why do... Wow, that's a lot of things to learn to properly use a urinal. I have never understood this. This is very beneficial. I love this game. Choose the most appropriate stall. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Correct! Either of the end urinals are acceptable choices in this particular situation. But what happened to the ones in the middle? What's wrong with that? Oh my god. There is no private space here. We must stand between two guys. Oh gosh, I just have 2 pints of beer. I am so desperate for a pee, and I have to decide which one of these urinal I have to use. I should have just pissed myself. That solved it. How about this one? Incorrect! When urinating, don't stand next to someone you wouldn't trust your children with. You can't do that. Do you mean this guy or this guy? You can't just judge a book by its cover. This is his fashion choice. What's wrong about that? Guys, there are no private space here, so I'm just gonna go with, how about behind this guy? We can share the same urinal. A simple rule for you: do not pee into a urinal that's occupied by someone else. Well, how do I know? I've never used one in my whole life. Choose the most appropriate stall. Well, I guess we only have these 2 left. This one. Alright, this one is easy. Both of them are correct answer. No urinals available. Pretend to wash your hands for a few seconds or risk the germs and take a stall. Alright. Why don't we choose the... You're better off choosing either of the available stand-up urinals as opposed to the germs and disease you may find in a store. What? Do you know that there is something called a female toilet where there are no urinals? Everybody goes into a stall. And if there are a lot of germs and disease, I'd be dead by now, okay? Stores, there's nothing wrong with stores, okay? Bathroom stores. If you're talking about male toilet stores, I would admit that I don't know the situation in there, so I can't say anything, but don't discriminate stores, don't. This one is easy. This one, right? Yes, I'm learning. My urinal manner is better now. Strive for, yep, 1 buffer. Okay, not this one because I'll be boxed in the guys that comes through the door. And I would trust my children to all these 3 guys. Not necessarily. I won't trust any one of them, but they all seem fine, so maybe this one? This one is tricky. The urinal at the far right is the best as it offers breathing room. But what about being boxed in by the guy that comes through the door? Are guys this complicated when they go to a bathroom? I mean, I'm almost pissed myself and I have to choose which one is the most appropriate. I'm gonna stand behind this guy. Don't ever pee into a urinal. I am peeing into that. What about that? Choose the most appropriate stall. I'm guessing this one or this one, depending on which side the door comes through. I'm gonna say this one. Correct! The far right stall would also be okay, but you should avoid the psychopath. Yeah, with the biker shirt. Oh, I thought you mean the psychopath that comes through the door. But why are you discriminating people with a biker shirt? Maybe they're good guys. It's a fashion choice. It's a statement. Alright, I'm gonna use all three because I have 3 imaginary penises. Yep. The whole toilet belongs to me. Ha ha ha. Don't stand directly in the middle because the next guy that comes through the door will be forced to stand next to you. What is wrong with standing next to me? We can get close, huh? You're peeing, I'm peeing. Hey, how's the day? Oh, the weather's fine. Why not? Choose the most appropriate stall. This one, definitely. Do not use the busted urinals. The sign is busted. I love to challenge the authority. That's what I do. So these, you say these are with a lot of germs. So I guess this one. Yes, probably filthy. And the businessman appears safe, collected, and trustworthy. Do not believe that just because he has a suit. A, just because he has a suit doesn't mean he's a businessman. And B, these businessmen, they are the worst of the worst. Some of them are very, very bad person. Just don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe the biker shirt guy is a nice guy. I don't accept these manners. I'm standing next to the biker shirt. These 2 guys looks great. This one! Correct! The far right urinal would be wrong because you're paired and boxed into a corner. Yeah. Number 2 provides some breathing room on the right. Yes. Wow, that's a lot of thoughts going into which one of the urinal you should use. Doesn't matter, right? So I'm not gonna use the one next to him directly. This one, right? Move yourself as far from the occupied stall as you can. Remember, there are smell issues. But what if I choose this one and then some guys come in this one or this one, huh? There's nothing, nowhere to avoid this, okay? I would not choose a stall like that if I go to a toilet. This one, yeah, in the middle. Middle is always the best bet. Number 3 is my home. Otherwise, others can hear what you're doing. Plus, you need to have an adequate smell buffer. Well, it's hard not to let anybody know what you're doing. And even if they can't hear you, they can guess what you're doing in the bathroom, right? What else can you do? Well, I'm just there to play some video games away from my boss. Maybe. Stay away from the biker guy, right? I know the biker guy looks really scary, but the store is full of germs and disease, not to mention the smell. So, to sum up this game, biker guy is the worst, but the worst of the worst are germs and disease. Alright? Thank you for teaching me that. Doesn't matter. This one. Stall number 5 would be further from the stinky herd. No, but what if this guy is stinky? I'm ready for the real thing. What if I'm not? I'm only 7 over 20. I failed the test. I can't go to a public bathroom. And what about the women's toilet? You said this is the bathroom simulator. You only focus on the men's room. What about the female toilet? I want to learn about the manners there. I don't know how to use the bathroom now. I have no idea, right? Alright, I think this is the end of this episode. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, favorite, share, and subscribe. That will help me so much. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.